Hey everybody, welcome to our Team Macon Takes this month. We are going to create these really great cards featuring the new Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. This is one of the celebration choices and I love this paper so much. At first, it looks a little intimidating because the patterns are kind of big, but it's really wonderful to work with. So let me show you how these cards came together because they're pretty easy. You're going to need to pull, what I would recommend doing is pull one of each pattern. Okay, this piece is going to cut differently than the rest, just so you know. I'll pull, oops, that one is back here. And this one. Okay, these you don't need for the cards. The rest, what you're going to do is take and cut all of these 5 pieces to 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Okay, this piece you're going to cut to 4 by 6. So let us do that. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/4. Did I say 4 by 6? I meant 4 by 5 1/4. And I think, let me look at my sample really quick. I think I pulled a little, yeah, well, I think I pulled that off the top. Yep, so that's just barely touching. So you've got plenty of room here. Okay, so this is the 4 by 5 1/4. Everything else is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. They're all horizontal patterns, so make sure you have them horizontal. Sometimes it helps to look at the back a little bit. So the patterns are going to be this way. All right, so I'll put that in to, let's see, we can't do all 5 at once. I'll do 2 at a time. So 3 3/4 by 5. Let's see, I might be able to do all 3 of these at once. 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, now each of these pieces you're going to cut at 2 1/2 from the top. Okay, so 2 1/2 from the top of the pattern. And then what we'll do is take and flip like that. Okay, so make sure you have your paper oriented correctly. So 2 1/2 off the top. 2 1/2 off the top. On this one, there are hearts, so now they're pointing up. All right, and then putting them together is incredibly simple. What we're going to do is you've got in your packet some punches. You've got 6 punches, 5 strips of black cardstock, and 6 card bases, 5 panels of black. Okay, so we're gonna fold all of our card bases and we'll create a card with each of them. So do all of that kind of together in one step. So we've got pale papaya, crushed curry, fleur de flamingo, pear pizzazz, evening evergreen, and mint macaron. Okay, then we've got our black panels. So this is what we're going to adhere, not this piece, but the rest of the pieces. So the easiest way to do that is to just put some adhesive down and start laying the pieces down. And there's just going to be a skinny bit of white around. And don't worry if the border isn't perfect. Excuse me, because you're going to put a layer of that black, a strip of that black cardstock on top. So that's no biggie. Okay. So these, as you can see, are really simple to put together. You could do something very similar in other styles of cardstock. You might need to change colors, you know, like the card, the background layer might not work with black, but, and then the card bases might need to be a different color to match your DSP. But this is just such an easy way to do cardstock. And oops, we want that to be flipped. But really simple cards, and you can make them obviously really quickly, which is wonderful. Oops, I didn't mean to do it this way. Oh, my thingy is out. Let's see here. I meant to put the card or the adhesive in the background, but it really doesn't matter. Whoop. Okay, we're almost there. One more to go. All right. Oh, I just love this paper so much. And there is actually a gorgeous stamp set that coordinates with this in the new mini catalog. So all good things. All right. Now, for each of these cards, you want to line up the card with the punch. Okay. So for instance, this one, now you can switch them from what I did if you want. It doesn't really matter. But these go together. Let's see. This card is actually going to be this one with the coordinating punch. This is going to be this. Wait. No, this one with the coordinating punch. This one is going to be this. This one is this. And lastly, that one goes together. Okay, now I am going to use a really amazing new stamp set. It's called Happy and Heartfelt, also in the Occasions catalog. Of course, you can use whatever sentiment you'd like, but this is a really wonderful stamp set. And so there's a whole bunch of different sentiments here. So we're going to use a variety of them. Let's see. I've got congratulations for one. Being awesome is just your thing. I love that. We have to celebrate this. You matter to me. I love that. Such a nice sentiment. And happy Mom Day and thank you. I've got thank you and then happy Mom Day, and there's a little heart on there. Okay. But obviously you can interchange these. I stamped all of them in black Memento ink. So that's really easy as well. And actually when I made these at Barb's house, so my stamp set is brand new. So I was using Barb's set when I made the samples. And I just love these cards because they're just so simple, which makes them really fun and easy to create. But then they're also cards you could easily do with other patterns of paper and whatnot. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and adhere these to my card like so, and then we'll stamp our sentiments here in just a moment. I'm just kind of lining them up in order. Pardon me for coughing, by the way. Oh, I can't wait till this dumb cold is done. Okay. So this is a great assembly line project too. Now, of course, you could offer this as a class and it would be a good one. Simple to create cards. And a great way to show off celebration items. And we've got other papers you could, really do the same thing with. Okay, so let's stamp our sentiments. You're also have some champagne rhinestones in your box, or your packet, that you can use for embellishing these. Okay, so thank you goes on that one. Next up, we have Happy Mom Day on this one. So just a little black memento, and you're all set. We'll add all of the black strips here in just a moment. Let's see. We have to celebrate this. Oh, I love that. Just because that's a great thing to do. Celebrate stuff. And it does show up pretty well on here as well. It looks a little dark in the camera, but it's pretty good. Being awesome is just your thing. How awesome is that for a sentiment? I love it. Then we've got congrats. Or pardon me, congratulations. It's the full congratulations. Ooh, and I caught the edge. Don't worry, we'll flip it over. Perfect. And last but not least, you matter to me. Okay, now that I've got all of that stamped, the final assembly, involves taking those strips. Now, if most of you should have gotten 5.5-inch strips. If you have longer ones, just trim them down to 5.5 inches real quick. And we're going to punch the ends with the Banner Pick-a-Punch. If you don't have it, you can just do that by hand. It's pretty easy. One more here. Okay. And these are about 3/4 of an inch. So I just want the very end. You can trim just a little off, but you don't want to cut. You don't want to go all the way in because we want this to reach pretty much to the ends of your cardstock, so that they cover up that border and look really nice on your card. I've got little flecks of paper kind of all over the place. Okay. Now, let's just adhere this. And you don't need to put adhesive along the whole strip. That's a little bit of overkill. But we're just going to adhere that right across there, nice and straight. And then we'll pop up the tag and then embellish with some of our champagne rhinestones. I do have an open pack of rhinestones, so I'm going to grab those quick. And just a couple, you don't have to go crazy on here. Because because we want it to look nice. You know the deal. All right, so I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and we'll do a large one kind of in the center, and then a medium one right next door, and boom, done. On this one, put that strip on. Oh, so cute. Pop this up, and I'm going to put one rhinestone on here and one down here. Another cute card. Next up, I've got my Just Bean. Awesome. Okay, and we'll pop this one up. I'll do kind of like I did on that pink one. I'll put one here and one here. We have to celebrate this. So cute. And these papers are just so rich and gorgeous, which I love. I was just looking for how I did this. Put one there and one there. Oh. Now on here, we're just going to pop this up. And you can kind of stick it wherever you want. Like that. And we'll add a couple more gems. Like so. And is that everyone? Yes, that is everyone. Oh no, this one. I'm like, I've got another strip left. I feel like I'm missing something here. There we go. Ooh, this one was short. No worries. I think that one started out short. Okay. And then we want to put our dimensionals on like so. Oh. And there we go. So, such awesome cards. Here we go once again. There you go. I hope you've loved these projects. If you have any questions, let me know. 6 cards in just under 20 minutes. Not bad. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye.